Nigerian entertainment now. Now what class say they say all of you on serious. You put me down. You don't put me in your cabinet. We lie. We going live. I got my iPhone. We lie. Everybody going live. We lie. We going live. We lie. Everybody going live. I know plenty of politicians they want to be on live too. I know their need. Some of them are getting new phones. Even a Salvation Live. Talking politics because that is live. Talking politics, JJ is live. Talking politics. Hey, Semrika Thomas. Come here, mama. What are all of boy men? I wanna from. They can be speaking big people then. I the one that can bring on the breaking news. I know he humanity man or he politician. Lofa Julius. Hey, money more. You put me down, down, down. We lie. We going live. I got my iPhone. We lie. Everybody going live. We lie. We going live. We lie. Everybody going live. All the market women lie. Say they lie. All the really boy they lie. They lie. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone on here. Menneh, I see you, Nia. Thank you guys for coming on here. Please share the live. I am gonna wait like maybe a minute or two. I'll play one more song while we wait. Please share the live. Please invite people. This is very important to me. I normally don't just come on Facebook Live to address situation. It have to get to a certain point that I see the need, to do that. So please invite people. Please share the live. I'm gonna play one more song while we wait. Enjoy some Miss Menneh music. I think I want to go back to. For my people, you come on and marry me, money more. Soon now they finish their life. Me myself too, I do my life. I said, if I not get 10 people on the life here, I will not say fue. And share my life to all the groups. I love you, sis. They started coming, cheche pole coming. They started coming, all the girls are there coming. Money more. Then I pray, make a post. We all know that how it looking. Always got the receipts. They don't ever miss. When I pop my eyes, kiss and my cousin in my inbox. their names. I said I get a name to Liberian Star View and Liberian Entertainment now. Now what class say they say all of you on serious. You put me down. You don't put me in your carabiner. We lie. We going live. I got my iPhone. We live. Everybody going live. We live. We going live. We live. Everybody going live. All right, guys. Like I said, welcome on here, everyone. Thank you so much once again for leaving your busy schedule to join me on this live. Now, the conversation today, like I said earlier, is very, very important to me. I decided to come on here to address Alvin based on a situation that happened last year, and his interview last night triggered stuff. So I'm going to be addressing him directly. For those of you who are friends with Alvin, if he's not under this live, you can also invite him. You can invite him on here. It's okay. First, before I say anything, I want to talk about women who have been abused. Women who have been raped, touched, disrespected, however way you want to put it. I'm not just saying it because I hear it, because I live it, okay? I've never come on here to tell my full story. I'm going to say it because I'm not a victim. I am a survivor. So I will tell my story to help other women out there. Okay? Now, women who have been abused, violated, raped. Think about it as a human being. Somebody violates your space. Most often that tells you that you are a nobody. You are just someone that they could do anything to at any time. And that put people mentally in a very bad situation. So when women are abused, first of all, for them to come out and talk about it is very, very hard. Okay? It's a very hard situation because, once again, I live it. I'm a living witness to that. I'm a living witness to that. I was raped at age 15 in Dananet by a man that was older than my father. Okay? So when a woman is raped or violated, it's not an easy thing to come out and talk about it. It's not easy. Because it's almost like you are reliving that moment, okay? Now, I'm going to repeat this because I want people to understand the conversation we're about to have, okay? When a woman is raped, when a woman is violated, it's very hard to come out and tell your story because it feels like you are reliving that moment. Okay? Favor, give me napkins. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, but it's okay, okay? It's okay. We are going to talk about this today and put it all out there. It's okay. I'm good. Now, I know there are a lot of women on here that can attest to what I just said. When a woman is violated, it's a very, very hard situation for them to come out and talk about it. Because mentally, you are disturbed. So it's like you are reliving that moment, okay? So, with that being said, I wanted to make that very clear before I get to Alvin Yuma. Before I get to him, I wanted to make that very clear. Because I'm not saying it because I hear it or because I see it. It's because I live it. I got raped at age 15. Okay? I got raped. I couldn't even tell my mother because it's not something easy to do. Now back to Alvin Yuma. So, Alvin Yuma was doing a live one night. I don't normally really watch too many live, but what he was talking about, once it was concerning rape and women violation, that meant a lot to me. So I went under his live. Favor my earring strap. I mean, that's okay. I went under his live and you know, I listened to the entire live. And after the live, I called Alvin on the phone. Okay, I called Alvin, and the live was about Dench violating and abusing women. Okay, it was about Dench, the Liberian artist Dench, violating and abusing women. So I called Alvin and I told him, I was like, you know, I applaud you tonight. I'm glad that you are out there standing up for women. In this particular situation right here, Dench did the same thing to me. And I know other women that he did it to also. So seeing you talk about it, and some women had already reached out to Alvin, he told me about it. I was like, I feel like we should get on a round table, get on a professional platform so that we can try to bring all these women on. We all can sit there, including you, and talk about this situation. Because this is not just even about Dench. This is a society thing, okay? This is a society thing. Now, for those of you who was born and raised in Liberia, you can attest to this. When you are abused by an uncle, cousin, whatever, the family tell you not to talk about it because that will bring shame to the family, okay? So this is a society thing. This is not just an easy topic where you go on Facebook Live and just talk about. No, it's not. Because this is something that had damaged and destroyed our society. It had destroyed our young girls. It had destroyed women who are raising young girls today. Okay? It's not an easy topic. But we are going to talk about it today. So I told Alvin, I said, I don't want us going on Facebook Live and talking about this. I want us to call a forum on a professional platform, try to convince these women to join us, because no woman want to come out and sit there and talk about how they were being violated. So it's going to take us talking to them, making them understand that it's okay for them to come on here and talk about it so that they can help other women out there. So that it can help young girls out there to know that it's okay to come out and tell your story, okay? That was my message to Alvin Yuma. And Alvin told me, okay. Alvin said he agreed that we were going to do that. We were going to reach out to these women. He gave me some of their name and contact information. He said we're going to reach out to them and we were going to set up this forum. A day later, okay, a day later, Bess Gallo is interviewing Dench. Bess Gallo is interviewing Dench. Alvin is watching the live, and then he inboxed me that Dench is on the live and lying about situation, so he is gonna go out there and bust out Dench. I told him no. I posted a conversation today. Now, for those of you who have not seen the conversation, it's on there. You can go and read later. I told Alvin no. I said, do not do that. Do not do that. Alvin said, oh no, I'm surprised. Or in the name of you trying to protect your platform or whatever, you don't want to come out here and tell this man what he's doing is wrong. I said, Alvin, do not do that. We have a plan. I have reached out to all these women and they agree to join us on the round table to talk about this situation. It's only right for them to come and tell their story, including me. You have no right to go out there and talk about somebody who have been violated, who specifically told you not to tell their story. Because it takes a lot for a woman to come out and tell the world how she have been violated, how she have been raped, how she have been touched. It takes a lot. Do you understand me? It takes a lot. If you don't know that, Alvin, you might come here and listen to this. It takes a lot out of a woman like me to come here and tell you that I was raped or I was being touched. It takes a lot. And you violated that also. You went, however, you still went on Bess Gallo Live and mentioned my name and most of all the other women that said do not tell their story. You did that. You didn't stop there. You did a post with my image appearing in your post about the Dench situation. My management reached out to you, gave you 24 hours to take my image down from your page. We reached out to your wife, and she talked to you, and you did. I let it go, never mentioned it again, never called you, never said anything. Last night on your interview with the Spotlight, you said a few things when they asked you about the situation. Something you said about how if I didn't want to tell my story, I should have kept my mouth shut because I have done it before. Alvin Yuma, you do not know me. Okay? You do not know me. Now, as an educated man, I don't know your level of education, okay? As an educated man, your choices of words and your decision to this kind of situation make me question your thought process. It make me question that. Because an educated woman like me, I wouldn't just go on social media live and just talk to people anyhow, especially people that have been abused, and just say, you know, whatever I feel like. I don't do that. I investigate and make sure things are comfortable with people like that before I even mention their name. So I question your thought process, Alvin Yuma. I do. Okay? I question your thought process. So last night on your live, the reason I'm doing this live, all that happened, I let it go. I let it go. I still went ahead, put my story out when the time was right for me to put my story out. So it's all the other women that went out there and did the same. Okay? But last night when you mentioned that I should have kept my mouth shut because I done it before, you don't know me. I barely know you guys. I met you and your wife in Philadelphia. We had a very short conversation. I love you both. And I have high respect for your wife. And that's how we knew each other. So you don't know me. You don't know anything about my life. You will never see me on Facebook addressing anyone unless it gets to this point. Okay? So I came on here specifically to educate you and other people that don't know what happened on the phone and are out there just running with whatever. I came on here today to educate you guys. It hurt. I'm breaking down because, like I said, being raped as a woman is something that never goes away. I'm a survivor and I still hurt. Imagine the victims, okay? I'm a survivor. It still hurt when I talk about it. So now imagine people who are victims, okay? Imagine that. And I want you to take that very seriously, Alvin Yuma, moving forward. If you're going to address a sensitive case as such, to be very careful with your choices of words. Be very careful because you will hurt a lot of people in the process. So that got me thinking, the whole Facebook Live thing you were doing, because if you're trying to help someone, you will listen to them. But since you were not listening, that got me thinking two things. Either you only wanted Facebook likes and followers, or there's an underlying problem with you. And the underlying problem will probably be, I don't know, maybe you haven't got touched, abused, or you had abused or touched someone because of the way you ran with the situation. Because if I'm helping somebody, I listen to them, okay? If you're helping someone, you listen to them. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that, but you create more hurt for us. Okay? So, I just wanted to come on here publicly because you been live multiple times on the situation. You have talked about it on multiple live last year. And then last night you went on your interview and your response to the question that were being asked triggered everything. So I hope this message gets to you. And next time, if you are trying to help someone, please do listen to them, okay? I'm quiet. I do not talk a lot. You will not see me scream to this extent till you get me to the point Alvin Yuma got me. And I needed to come on here and address this situation. I stand up for women. Yes, I do. I stand up for women, and I want to let all young girls, boys, you know, even older women that are out there to be able to gain that courage and tell their story so it can help other people. But in doing that, you have to be very careful because this is a sensitive topic. This is a very, very sensitive topic. I want you to know that, Alvin Yuma. And if Alvin Yuma is not on this live, like I said, for those of you who know him, please send him the live or invite him or whatever. And I'm going to close. Okay? I had a breakdown. It's okay. Because if I tell you it's an easy thing that I come on here to tell you guys I was raped at age 15 by a man who was older than my father, it's not. But we have to tell these stories because there are so many women, many women who are mothers today like myself, who went through the same thing I went through. If we don't tell these stories and educate our girls and boys out there, these things are going to continue happening. But one thing I want you all to take with you, we can do that, but let us be very, very mindful that this is a very sensitive topic. So when we are addressing it, let us choose our words correctly. Let us please choose our words correctly. So thank you all for coming on here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Menneh. I am a neo-traditional artist from Liberia, West Africa. And I want to say thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on here to listen to me. Thank you. I love you all.